Listen, one of these dirtbags, I call it okay.
On March 10th, 2026, Cory Holcomb will release a stream called They Envy Us Who Got It Poppin'. And just like the name implies, Cory Holcomb is building a case against these quote-unquote YouTubers or content creators who have been coming after him in the last few months. One of these content creators would be Tasha K, who Cory Holcomb disrespectfully refers to her as K. And before Cory Holcomb would go into his spiel, he would try to point out that people are coming after him for the mere fact that they are jealous of his status because they envy us who got it popping. So he would use that to go into his next point, which would then be directed at Tasha K. But he would use Cardi B as a reference point.
One of these dirtbags, I call it okay. Now, okay, lies on people all the time. And this ain't the last lawsuit K will have, because this lawsuit stands out the most because it was by a girl who decided to invest her money into destroying Cory, why you call shit up? If you ain't with me, get the on. This lies on people. Lied and said this girl who popping had a disease. The girl said take the video down and apologize. The wouldn't do it. So the court and got her ass handed to her.
So here he's exploring the background as to what happened between Cardi B and Tasha K. Cardi B gave her an olive branch to take the videos down. She did not. Now, Cory Holcomb is trying to portray himself in the same light as Cardi B. And what he wants you to believe is that just like Cardi B, all of these other YouTubers who are harassing him will also one day be sued. And of course, these people who are jealous that he has it popping are also no talented, boring, broke, and possibly stupid. Then he would continue.
This same lied on me. The reason I haven't got around to it because I got so much popping. But she went up against a girl who just did how many shows in LA? I'm just saying LA alone.
Who? Cardi?
Cardi B.
She did a lot of shows. She's still performing.
Cardi B is popping. But the kid with the K on the end wanted to interfere with the likeness of the girl who popping.
So again, the correlation becomes clear. Tasha K is just jealous, and he would do the same thing, and she barked up the wrong tree. This is to send a message to anybody else who believes that talking about Cory Holcomb won't end in some level of retribution. But then wait, there's more.
The is in the hole and had the audacity to try to hold on to her food and ask her fans to pay off this thing that she built the wrong way.
He then says that Tasha K has some level of audacity to demand that her audience would give her money to support this $4 million lawsuit that she has lost to Cardi B. And to be honest, I don't think he's wrong. But does he have evidence of this?
Wait, what you think? If I raise the money, if I tell everybody, okay, let's say we're gonna do a GoFundMe to clear my debt, right? And I say for every donation they give, if they give a $6 donation or a $7 donation, they get a free wine glass, $3 go towards the lawsuit. We do that a million times. What do you think the hater would have to say after that's clear? What is there to say? Because now they talking about, oh, you begging. No, I'm not begging. Y'all just playing with me. Y'all don't play with me because you know I know how to sell. You know I know how to do it. So what we doing?
He's right, you know.
You see, here is Tasha K asking her audience for money, which is low for a content creator of her talent. But hey, everybody makes mistakes and nobody is perfect. But there's a problem with Cory Holcomb's assessment. You see, Cory Holcomb is a very linear thinker. He tries to make his arguments into a category of being like mutually exclusive. In other words, this thing happened on the left, but this didn't happen on the right. So it's either this or that. That's how he frames things. But life is usually not mutually exclusive, meaning that one thing must exist and the other thing did not, or the event didn't happen. And really, both things can be true kind of at the same time. Is Tasha K bullying or harassing Cory Holcomb because she doesn't like him? That could be true. Is Cory Holcomb right that Tasha K may be abusing her audience? It's true. But is it true that Cory Holcomb is calling Tasha K out because she's abusing her audience, or she possibly is taking advantage of her audience? Absolutely. That criticism could be very true. But is it also true that Cory Holcomb is the #1 reason for his failures right now and not Tasha K? That is also true. I want to prove to you that Tasha K has nothing to do with anything that Cory Holcomb has going on right now. Tasha K did not force Cory Holcomb to push Christina Payne in the face. Tasha K did not force Cory Holcomb to disrespect Anton Daniels' daughter, who was underage, and his wife. And how do we really know this?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man, I lost a gig today. When they told me this one canceled too, I was like, God damn, all right, now it's getting bad. I'm talking about I done lost some real You dig? All because it's certain places that are ran by the people that will listen to a TMZ. I ain't never lost no gigs before.
You see, this is Cory Holcomb complaining about a particular situation in which he has a problem getting gigs. This is about 3 to 4 weeks ago. He's having a hard time getting gigs. Now, he was also blaming TMZ to a certain point about something like this. But again, this has nothing to do with Tasha K at all. Tasha K had nothing to do with Cory Holcomb. I don't think that they have ever physically met. So there is no way that Tasha K could have any bearing on his life. Or what about when Cory Holcomb says something controversial like this?
Do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible.
Like, this is probably one of the dumbest things he's ever said. Obviously, he didn't know what he's talking about. A chick that 16-year-old gives the healthiest babies. It is a dumbass thing to say, especially when you're a comedian and not a obstetrician or gynecologist. I mean, it's just stupid. And Tasha K is not responsible for somebody saying something like this, which you said it, people clipped it, and now people are going around calling you the P-do-file, and you've done this all to yourself. Just because you criticize Tasha K for what she's done to her audience, it doesn't change the fact that you're not accountable for what's going on right now in your life. And typically, Cory Holcomb likes to use this strategy. Let's tell half-truths, or let's blame somebody else for the ultimate failure or problems that are to come because of his own action. Again, it works for certain people who may follow you, but in the grand court of public opinion, people look at Cory Holcomb's downfall or regression as something that's self-induced. And you need to stop trying to conflate your situation with revisionist history as if you're like Cardi B. In the case of what happened to Tasha K and Cardi B was completely innocent of that, which is why she was awarded the $4 million. She was completely innocent. In your case and what's going on with you, you are nowhere near as innocent as Cardi B. In fact, you have created so many outlets for people to criticize your situation. You literally turned people who supported your show, like me, into people who are complete critics. And it wasn't because we wanted to do it. It was because you left us no choice. Because supporting you anymore would have been stupid. It would have made us even more dumb. And to support somebody who's unaccountable as a 57-year-old man just seems foolish. Scratch that. It doesn't seem foolish. It is foolish. And again, it's easy to blame your problems on other people. And I get that Tasha K interviewed Anton Daniels, a person that you dislike. She interviewed your daughter, your own daughter, who you called a B, on your show. But guess what? We wouldn't have never knew that if you didn't tell us. So again, your big mouth is why these things are happening. And again, this is what content creators have to start to understand. It's easy to get on here all the time and criticize somebody else. It really is. It's easy to do it. We all do it. It's fun. For some people, it makes money. I understand. But do you want to know what's not easy to do? To sit back there as a man or a woman and take some level of accountability for what you did wrong or what you brought into your life. I mean, when we get on here and upload a video or go live and we say something, the consequences of our actions eventually show up. We are responsible for those things. And I've had to learn that the hard way. It's a lot of things online that I have said that really I wish I could take back. Not because it hurt people, but because I just feel generally different about what I was saying then. I was not 44. I had a few years to think about it. And it was something that I wish, having more wisdom, that maybe I would have just shut my mouth on. Okay. And this is somebody 44 years old who's learning that. This guy is 57 and clearly didn't learn it at all. And this typically comes from a person, not saying that Cory is dumb, because I don't think he's dumb. But when you have some level of cognitive dissonance, or you're intellectually limited because of your own ecosystem, or because you want only yes men around you, this is what happens. And I'll be honest, it just doesn't end well. So again, he can roast Tasha K and call her whatever he wants to call her. He's not fixing his own situation at all. His own situation is starting to be affected. We're seeing it by the views on the show. Literally, Cory Holcomb's show last year was way better. And it's just not like it used to be. Because of who? Cory Holcomb. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay Jackson back at it again. Another episode of I'm Dustin Every Junk. I appreciate you for all you. Turn the bell. We're out.